God bless.
Well, that's not bad at all. Why is this all sticky?
Take her! Stop! You fucker!
Somebody!
Take that fucker out, damn it! Do it! Mercy! Leave me be! We're not through yet!
Thank you, lad.
Really, it was nothing.
Oh, thanks here. And thank...
Greetings to you.
Praise the Lord.
Good to see. What'll it be?
I'd like to...
Sir.
I'll have a look. A word about the...
Fine. Thanks. And have a nice day, friend.
The Lord be with you.
What do you... I'd like to do something...
Hey!
Don't be a coward.
Greetings.
Ransom. Don't lose faith, my friend. Perhaps you'll want to deal with the old man. It won't cost us a thing anyway.
Excuse me.
What can I do?
Where can I find...
It's upstairs. It's easy to...
Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul. And get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the...
Good people, gather round. Who will believe this? The whole village burnt to the ground.
Cut once. This is sharp enough as it is.
Without warning, attack human troops in one army.
Ave Maria.
Wait, that's my Pebbles.
My girl!
I thought they killed you down by that pond.
What are you here for?
That grey horse you...
What do you mean? I bought it fair. I admit, it was only for a few groschen, but that horse, so it belonged...
Look at me.
I am look.
Take a good...
I...
And what you say?
A simpleton?
Look.
I...
And the one who saw...
Well...
So it's not in...
Maybe not in...
Aye, but just a few. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces?
Go and get her. If she remembers you... Safe travels.
I'd like my horse...
As you wish, but it will take...
I changed my mind.
That's all you'll get.
Slowly.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you frae. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Flatten the cheeky wee shite! Why did you do that? You won't get me! Flatten the cheeky wee shite! Stop!
You're a dead man! You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight!
The means you fucking pup.
I'll cross you!
Come on! Oh, you wee
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, Gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with her? Oh, you reckon?
No.
So, do you know what?
Actually... You're...
Their Lord Sabine.
Only there...
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself.
And you, sir?
Well, son.
No.
I'm the captain here, and as for my name, when I joined the service as a young fella, I was used to it. I broke many a hard skull with it. Or Captain Headcracker.
I'd like...
Wouldn't we all?
Well...
Son. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be... Stick with it.
We should prob...
My thoughts...
Don't get ideas.
You've got...
Can't you?
No, you don't.
You swore it.
I'm ready to...
All right.
Sir, do you think I...
All right, but make it quick.
Thank you, sir. Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Excuse me.
What are you gonna do, son?
God bless.
I'm ready.
All right.
As you...
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
Good.
All right, son. You're going to hold on, Mo.
What weapon?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, lad. You can have my cudgel.
Thank you.
Save the thanks.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right.
Fucking hell! Wanker! Sacre! I need a bandage.
What do you say? God's truth, sir. Anyways, you can keep that, but take care of the old fella. He might...
I will, Captain.
And since you won... Sir, my left shoulder's fucked.
True enough.
Thank you.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trusty.
I'm from Silver Scallets, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
I wouldn't want that there. Someone gave it to me for free.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir?
Well, that makes sense. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village, and I'm really not in the...
I understand. All right, Henry. Run along.
And Henry, not...
As you wish, sir. Master Bailiff.
Ask away. Wait now, aren't you that?
Yeah.
I heard his high.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that.
You saw them?
I did. A few days back.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east. To Apollonia.
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. And I can do without that kind of trouble.
It seems you have a lot of
Of course I do. Lord Semine would be happier if I paid all the who's invited, what they'll be to eat and drink.
I understand.
That's not it. I'll tell you what, only I've got coin.
You ought to calm down.
You're right, of course.
I understand. Do you know anything about...
Only what I've told you. But it's...
Why is that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. That pair...
That'll be all.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
Show me. I'd like to dis.
Well,
How's this?
that. Very. Thank you. And take care. What are you here?
Would you? A word about the.
All right.
Satisfied.
That's. I thank you kindly.
God be with you.
Was möchtest du?
What do you have? I'd like to do something.
Gut.
What would you?
We're near. Hey, das war ein gutes Geschäft.
Excuse me.
Wiedersehen.
Well then,
I didn't say.
there's a good.
They were spotted here, sir.
So do you, Chin?
Oh, they were driving so.
The thieving.
Sir, I can send...
Oh, it'll take too.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yitchin and listening to Dorothy's endless trust, I'll take Yitchin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yitchin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint, go and have a look along the road, gnarly.
All right, sir, but don't forget.
Well, that's what we have the youngsters.
sack of charcoal. That could have fallen off the cart.
You found anything?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road.
Oh, that makes sense.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the cart back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's the change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is...
I'm blind as a...
Well, that's just...
I look... And you?
Very well, sir.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Yeah. Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old Yarmilka would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards on the rampage.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives you a treat to it. Goblins and white ladies. Every night we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit in her spinning. My uncle had a story. I'll tell you. There was a time of
never know what comes.
Listen. There's somebody there. Sure
Have
enough.
you forgotten I was ordained, you ignoramus?
What do we do now?
I used to clap the girls from Slatigo, and so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So,
well, there's a nice view.
Right. Henry?
Sure, sir.
I could do with...
Who claims he was a priest? He can't even quote one psalm. Don't you think he'd have a better nickname than Stumble if he was a priest?
Those definitely aren't in the blacksmith's hands.
It ain't his fault. What's wrong with his legs? What's wrong with his legs is they can't stay away from the tavern. You two don't know the...
So how's it look? How many?
I saw 3. I didn't see them.
Seems we can't...
Sure am.
I wouldn't worry about it. So,
what else do you...
Someone could go back up top and try...
good idea, Henry. Climb up top, and as soon as you shoot...
What you are?
You don't say. You really saw that? I'm not kidding. Onza, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
True. He ain't yanking your pizzle. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. She had one different than the other.
All right. But that ain't normal. Everyone must be loved.
Kiss your ass goodbye. I'll hack your ass off. Don't kill him. This one's mine.
Damn!
Hit him on the head. Kill him. Blood pouring.
Yeah!
Nice hit. That's a lot of blood. This should stop it.
Oh. And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here.
Hard to say, but I don't think it was...
Me neither.
You think this...
It makes sense. But
yeah, well, you... Hurry up.
We can get going.
That's just...
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't have saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
At them for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
Shit! I'll kill you for that!
Fucking hell!
Now you'll die!
Fucking hell!
Get him! He's got no chance alone!
True blood! Yeah! They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
What now?
One of them bastards.
Did you see?
No!
But they...
Are you? They took them, they were in, and they...
And what...
Now listen, and if you...
I'll go and...
Great.
That's why I do what I do. I'm still from a noble family. Rich or poor, you can't just pick me.
Well, who's going to stop me? The law? I can't see any law here. But I can see lots of crows that will enjoy feasting at you.
Be rash, sir. No one bad thing said about your family.
Crows can't talk.
You never know. We're always people are already saying they never expected you to let your son.
Crushes the bailiff. You really? You do want to hang, don't you? Carry on like that and you'll get what's coming.
Please, let me go. I just want to go home.
No?
I ain't done nothing, I swear. It was
Like I said, we'll see what will happen to you. Not another word
Like this. I've got you now, then.
Well, why the besides?
Can't you think of any?
Well,
why would?
Maybe for.
Now keep your. Who knows what they'll do?
For Robin.
Hey, I saw you cozying up with Gules.
What?
But he didn't.
What's that got?
Well, I'd say you have a way with the nobles. You'll tell Lord Semi.
Convince his lord.
Well, either you.
Although, for sure, I'm all right. You'll tell them that I gave him up right away, and I don't know.
You got it. But I'll.
All right.
I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. And so you don't say I had you clamouring over the...
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. You deserved it. We'll go via Troskovitz. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible.
What's going to happen with that?
You mean Radovan's hands? The other fellow was tied. Now he'll have a word.
Sir, Ventus...
Well, it's nice that you promised him.
All right. A ride would be great.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gules.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You must be the...
Ignatius, looking for a final rest.
Nah, none of that. Bonnie from Lower...
From Lower...
Assault piece.
I ain't never...
Yeah, something like that.
Well...
not to worry. These white crystals for...
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw... I'm going to go...
Really?
Not...
I'm a nobleman. You have to spare me.
Be quiet. We'll decide what to do with you later. What about your family? So, they won't pay half a groschen for you, eh? So, tell me why I shouldn't hang you from the nearest...
Huh?
Well, who's going to stop me? I can't see any law here, but I can see lots of crows that will enjoy feasting at you. Crows can't talk.
I ain't done nothing, I swear. It was Venser.
Carry on like that and you'll get what's coming.
I've got. Well, who knows what?
For
Hey,
what?
But he did.
What?
Well, you'll take. Well,
All that. All right. You all right?
I've got a prisoner.
Excellent.
What about?
Court, and so
Thank you.
we'll go. You order.
What's going?
You made the other now.
Sir.
Well, it's
all right. All right.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Venser's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourselves, but you still got caught.
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Venser.
It was your idea. What the fuck are you talking about, blaming Venser?
You really are prize idiots. If you hadn't gone round the rocks, you could easily have got away. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lads to give you a hand.
I told Francie it wasn't a good idea to nick it.
Bollocks. As soon as you saw the lads, you gave the horses the whip. You were holding the reins, Venser.
You see?
While you were shouting rude insults. So you're both in it up to your necks, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realise you can't just execute me.
Ah, it depends. By rights, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and knock your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
If Lord Seming's in a good mood, he'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It definitely wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Francie.
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Pah! Every man you could, I dragged to the gallows, swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as the driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right. You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
Go!
There now.
Good evening. Do you need some?
I'm Henry.
Ign. Looking for. Or do you need? I'm more. Ow.
You got a big sap,
Ain't it? But when we're all What's the store?
But you said there's.
Well, I
don't know.
I might be. Look, I'm not. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no.
Being a gravedigger must.
Funny a young lad like you is.
Well, I'm only out.
That figures. Youngsters these.
Are you?
No.
And how do you know?
You've got that look.
Could you be more?
You just aren't cut. It's a serve.
Have you been a grave?
I did. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin. That really.
So you've always been.
And what up?
I'm not from
the same as where you come from.
That's an interesting.
Or if the sin.
Where does he get?
Where do you think?
You're in charge of.
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it?
So they're all.
I wish. I've only so. You might find a few stories about. All I know is a young I do, but I'm not.
Unfortunate.
My conduct.
Thank you.
Did you witness?
Unfortunately.
Oh, I understand that's never easy.
I dug their grave next to our smithy.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. I'm certain their souls went straight.
But serious.
Gravedig? Well,
sounds a pity.
Not all that. I pick up dead animals on the side of the. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed. It's so ingrained in folk.
Ignatius.
Of course. Shall we grind?
None of that. Bonnie from Assault People.
I ain't.
Nah. These white crystals for.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I threw. I'm going to go there anyway.
Really?
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without her. I have some collections from some Slatigo. At least.
You want me to help you?
Why not?
Oh. So be it.
Grave digging is a job, and if it wasn't for us,
of course, I'm just a little worried. I wouldn't like to lose the honour I've earned as squire to it.
Don't worry about what people say. So what then? Nice? Didn't you understand? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That...
I understand. So, it turned out.
Oh.
Aye.
The bastards. And how did you...
I went to Semi. Me.
Well, God.
That's right.
Indeed.
I'm not sure.
I know.
Don't worry.
Anyway, the main...
No doubt.
And you've earned a Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired, so now it's you.
Thanks.
Young lord, look, you must have seen how...
Well, young Semin is marrying.
Looks ain't everything, though. And how about you, lad?
Yeah.
A girl from the mill? Her weddings are serious, so you have to show them. Old Semin wants us.
Excellent.
Hold your horses.
A blade of...
That's right.
I see.
God's nails. And you're right. We don't have to steal for a strong...
I'd like to know...
Relax, lad. There's this old...
And he can pray...
God's nail. The word is... And folks say, from the description, it's...
Welded Spanish steel?
See now?
Naturally.
They say that people from far and wide used to... I even heard he made it.
What a strange girl.
I heard something...
With the devil?
No, I'd...
Where can I...
I know he has a...
Right. But in return...
If it means come and see Bet, she'll definitely Henry, the best sword...
Got your head in the clouds again, haven't you?
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him.
That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
A love as pure as mine can't be a sin. It's a gift from